Crazy Pixel.
Conceptually, it's possible for a game to tick all your unconscious prerequisite boxes through certain wording or maybe some gameplay footage, yet the act of actually playing it can spark an unexpected response. Developer Winter Crew Studios' Soulslike Metroidvania volunteered the Ascension embodied that feeling for me during its Steam Next Fest demo. While I'm certainly on board to see where this traditional tale goes, I walked away feeling a little mixed on certain facets of its design, so let's get into it in this preview.
Crazy Pixel.
Did it work? Is Hedwyn gonna be alright?
Yes, I believe so. I owe you my thanks, Hera. Hedwyn here is the lifeblood of our world, allowing the gods' magic to flow freely between the Godspire shrines.
Volunteered the Ascension follows Hida, a seemingly cursed youth burdened by a troubled past, brought into focus when a cataclysm invades his hometown. Shunned by the townsfolk and unaware of where his mother and brother now reside, he sets out across the world of Raoa, tasked with cleansing the land of an encroaching corruption. On the narrative side, Volunteer has compelling building blocks for a character-driven journey. Based on these early hours, there's clear thematic potential in watching Hida mature as he confronts his traumatic past and past deeds. That said, the pacing on this onboarding left me scratching my head more than once. You see, Hida and his brother, Raven, are quickly established as close, with the latter even aiding the former on his first hunt. The game then goes through a fairly by-the-book setup of their favorite place in the world before chaos strikes. Now, you see, by the time Hida is actually cast out of the village and sent off on the main directives of his quests, you're only roughly an hour in, if not less. Okay, let me be clear, I'm not asking for multi-hour character building, but when moments this pivotal happen so quickly, with little breathing room, it becomes difficult to feel genuinely invested. The writing also leans a bit too on the nose for these scenes to land with the weight that they seem to reach for. Gameplay-wise, Volunteer is much more in my lane. The combat here is built around intuitive action, with plenty of room to grow as you unlock new movement skills and related abilities. In the preview, Hida's toolkit is dodge that can lead into a powerful counter when timed correctly. That core foundation works really well in execution, and even the early boss encounters make it clear that, while approachable, this game won't hold your hand. Bosses can quickly overwhelm you with even minor misreads, which makes each encounter rewarding to learn and overcome. Further, fast respawns help keep frustrations in check as you're rarely wasting time between attempts. I also appreciated the hand-animated 2D art, which sells the weight and impact of the combat effects. Ally skills feel clearly communicated and provide tangible benefits, while platforming segments strike a moderate challenge level, complete with real consequences for mistakes and smart enemy placement. And all that said, you see, the core gameplay loop is genuinely enjoyable, and aside from the story, my main concerns here actually come down to the menu design, as it's packed with upgrades, hunting objectives, and other systems. But the presentation in its current form feels pretty cluttered, making it harder than it should be to parse everything. On-foot backtracking is another potential issue, though there's an obtainable dash that will likely alleviate that friction. Even in its opening hours, Volunteer the Ascension is clearly aiming high as a Metroidvania that wants to stand near the top of the genre. Challenging combat, satisfying platforming, and striking art direction give it a strong identity. There's also a base and character affinity system that I'm curious to see explored further. And despite the uneven writing and need for UI polish, I'm still eager to see where the full release ultimately lands. Volunteer is coming to PC and eventually consoles later in 2026. Now, enjoy some gameplay.
Oh, hello! Up here! Tank the 7. Could I trouble you for some assistance?
Oh, of course. I just have to find a way up there. Are you alright?
Quite all right. This isn't the first time I've found myself trapped inside a beast's lair, you know.
A what now?
A beast's lair! And quite the formidable one. But don't worry, it seems to have wandered off. Say, why don't you try scaling the wall underneath me? That should help you reach this ledge. Ah! The beast returned! How exciting!
Looks like you'll have to hold on a little longer. I'll get to you once I've dealt with this.
Noisy Pixel.